Gang! We're gonna be doing some reviews on food, guys. Food! To give us inspiration, to give us some laughs, and to also just give some good old-fashioned learning and knowledge.
Right.
So today we're gonna be doing Rachel. She has a video about simple, delicious alkaline recipes. So we're gonna get into it with that to see what's that all about. But you guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to get more videos. Okay, let's get into the video.
You all know that kale is very nutritious and delicious. As well as that, we've got some quinoa. Quinoa is a great grain to use. It's got all 9 essential amino acids, lots of fiber, lots of protein, very delicious. One of my favorite grains to use and one of my favorite sources of protein on a vegan diet. And we've got some apples, which are nice and alkaline, and they're going to add a really nice sweet crunch to the meal that I'm going to share with you guys. We've got some limes too to add some more flavor. I know normally when we look at limes and lemons and things like that, we are looking at acid, but when you digest them, they actually are alkaline forming in the body. So they are alkaline in this instance. We're going to use some squash. Squash is amazing. It's got up to 50% of your recommended daily amount of vitamin C, plenty of vitamin A, very nutritious and delicious, and it's going to add some great flavor too. We're also going to use some parsley. Parsley is alkaline. It's not actually on Dr. Sebi's list of foods, so if you wanted to stick to that, you could swap it out with basil, but it's alkaline. I love parsley, so we're going to be using parsley today. Avocados, because I mean, who doesn't love avocados, and they're alkaline and delicious, so we're going to add some avocados too. So let's get into this amazing, delicious meal.
I love avocados and squash.
So we're going to start off with this huge butternut squash, and I wanted to use a huge one because when you roast these really do shrink in size. So I've got this beautiful one here. I'm just going to cut the butternut squash in half. This can be quite difficult, so you want to use a really good knife for this. And I'm going to cut it in half again, pop it open, and then we've got the seeds. As I've mentioned before, you can keep the seeds, you can reuse them, you can add them to salads and things like that to reduce your food waste. Then I'm going to slice it up, and you just want to cut them into small pieces, and you want to keep the sizes very similar just in order for them to cook at the same time, but they don't need to be perfect by any means. And then we've got all this gorgeous, delicious looking butternut squash. I just love the color of butternut squash.
I'm gonna have to get used to
We're gonna add it to a roasting tray, and you want to add these in a single layer. So if you need to use 2 roasting trays, that's completely fine. And we're not going to cook them in oil. We're just going to cook them as they are.
I'm glad she's not using oil, because I'm trying to stay away from oil.
And they're going to roast for about 45 minutes, just until they're nice and soft and ready to eat. Meanwhile, we're going to prepare our quinoa. So I'm going to use 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of water. And you just really want to make sure you give your quinoa a really good rinse before you cook it, which also makes it a lot easier on digestion. And as you can see from the first wash, the color of the water, why it is important to wash the quinoa. So we're just going to drain that and rinse it again and wash it in some water to just get the water running a little bit more clear. Once you've done that, we're just going to pop that straight to the pan. And like I said before, just double the amount of water to the ratio of quinoa. Bring it to a boil, and once it's started to heat up, pop a lid on top, reduce the heat, and just let that cook. And that takes about 10 minutes, and you'll get perfect fluffy quinoa every time. And also season with a little bit of salt. Meanwhile, we're going to prepare our kale, and we're also going to give our kale a really good wash and rinse. And then we're going to make a little dressing that's going to go with it. So I'm just going to grate some garlic. Garlic is also alkaline, so that's great too. Adding some extra virgin olive oil, a high quality extra virgin olive oil. And we're also going to use some of our lime. So we're just going to roll it, squeeze it, get it flowing, and then slice it in half and squeeze in a nice good amount of lime juice. And also, I lost the clip, I also added a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is alkalizing to the body too. And you just want to season it to your taste preferences. Now that the quinoa is cooked, it is nice and fluffy and perfect. We're just going to set that aside and let that cool completely before we add it to the kale. So now we're just going to massage the dressing and the kale all together, and this will help the kale just wilt by itself naturally, which is easier on digestion, and it will really help bring out some good nutrients.
Okay, so she's putting the dressing on there before.
We're going to finely slice this.
Gotcha.
And we're going to mix in the parsley with our roasted butternut squash. So we're just going to put all the squash into a bowl, and now we're going to season it with some extra virgin olive oil. So we are using oil, but this way we are keeping the nutrients of the oil, because we all know when we cook the oil we lose a lot of the benefits of actually having olive oil.
So you're going to add oil.
So we're going to add it here as well as the parsley. Add some salt if you're using salt, and mix it all together, and then you get this really delicious simple roasted butternut squash, which is so tasty. Now that the quinoa has cooled, we're just going to mix together the kale with the quinoa, and it's going to get the dressing that we used infused with the quinoa as well. And at this point you can always add a little bit more dressing, always kind of cook to your taste preferences.
Gotcha.
So
she
whatever
mixed it
tastes
up.
good
Gotcha.
for y'all.
Okay. They do look delicious.
Then we're going to add some apples. Apples are alkaline, and they're going to add a really nice sweet crunch to the quinoa salad. So we're going to slice these up into little pieces. We're going to keep the skins on. These are organic. And when it comes to alkaline rich foods, always try and get organic. Non-GMO organic food is always the most nutrient rich food. So that's what you want to opt for when you are shopping. I'm just going to chop up the parsley. I'm going to add some parsley straight to the quinoa as well. And again, if you're sticking to Dr. Sebi's specific ingredients, then swap that out for basil. I'm going to squeeze on top with a bit more lime, just to add a little bit more flavour, and I do love lime. So, and then season with salt and pepper to your preference. And finally, I've got an avocado. Moment of truth. Is it going to be a good one? Yes, it is. Look at that amazing looking avocado. I'm going to slice that up, and we're going to add the avocado straight to the salad.
Yeah, that's really
epic, delicious.
I'm gonna do it as a side.
Avocado salad, and I also forgot to mention I added some hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are alkaline, and they're full of protein and lots of fun nutrients. So it's a nice little addition. And then you get this finished meal with everything together. You've got the kale, apple, quinoa salad, some avocado.
I'm gonna do that as a side, y'all. I'm gonna try that.
Squash, really simple, delicious.
I have all that.
So another way to get in some alkaline forming foods into your diet is doing juices. So now I'm going to share with you a juice using lots of delicious vegetables that are alkaline to make a really simple green juice. So let's get into it.
Okay.
So to start off with, we've got some apples, and I'm just going to cut them up so they actually fit in the juicer. I've got parsley, kale, celery, ginger, an apple, and some fresh lime, and that is the juice that we're going to be making today. So I'm going to start off with my ginger, get that straight in the juicer.
Gotcha.
Get that pressing.
Yeah, I need to get me a juicer. You hear me?
And I'm going to add in the parsley.
I'm going to be juicing up everything in the house. Hey, y'all want some carrot juice? Alright, I got you.
Squeezing it all in.
Hey, y'all want some celery juice? Got you. Cucumber juice? No problem.
So I'm going to pour this.
I will be juicing up everything once I get my juice together.
Deliciousness. And I'm just going to
comment down below, guys, if y'all know what juicer I should get. What brand should I get?
Really simple.
Because I don't want to make the wrong choice. You know what I mean? I want a great juicer. So comment down below for me, guys. So let me know. Help me out.
Alkaline friendly meal idea, as well as our alkaline friendly juice. Two very, very simple, delicious, healthy.
And I'm gonna try that. So we're gonna have that tonight, y'all.
The power in cooking with whole plant-based foods. You've got the really delicious quinoa, which is infused with the lime.
I think I'm ready. We got all the ingredients. We got the quinoa, we got the kale. Listen, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it tonight, and I'm gonna post the picture that I have. I'm gonna have the first side.
With all the parsley,
we're gonna get this going. Now she got me. She done put the squash with the actual. But I'm gonna be using frozen squash. But she did it.
Very nutritious, very delicious. Try out this recipe.
I'm gonna try it, and it's gonna be a different dressing now. I ain't gonna do the same dressing. I'm gonna use the tahini dressing.
Not to mention our delicious green juice. Just give it a little mix. green juices are normal to me. I love the ginger in it.
The green juice I'm not gonna do because I don't have juices, but I know I can use my blender, but I don't feel like going through all that right now.
Alkaline,
so therefore it's gonna be just a meal portion
and things like
and
that.
I'm gonna show y'all
added sweetness that will cover up the green juice taste, which again I like. But some people might not, or just adjust to it. Very simple recipes. I really hope you guys enjoy them.
Y'all should try it too. Let me know in the comments below if y'all gonna try this recipe.
Do make them.
Thank you, Rachel, girl.
I'll leave my Instagram. Tag me in them. I love seeing what you guys are doing.
Girl.
And if you...
Yes, y'all. We're going to try this recipe. And I'm going to put it in the video. Because guess what? That was simple. And I can't wait to have my juicer. So we're going to go ahead and get right into prepping this for y'all. So don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get
all new videos. See you next time. Peace.